morning, everybody. I hope you've had a great day. We're going to do our daily love energies in separation. So if you have a love interest, you're separated from soulmate, twin flame, you're wondering, am I going to get back? What's going on in the connection? This is the reading for you. This is the long reading. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe if you would like this reading to be more in tune with your energies. The more you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, the more in tune we're going to get with those energies, and the more that these readings will make more sense and have more relevance with you. If you're looking to get yourself a reading, I do readings at the end of the main read, so just put your name into the comments along with your question, and at the end of the read I'll get to them one at a time. So with that, let's get started with our reading for today. Spirit, what is the current energy for love interests in separation? And today, the energy is give thanks for the blessing of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires, right? So the idea here is we want to be thankful because love is coming in. The energies of love are coming in, and we're going to channel into that. We're going to see, what are those energies of love? What's going on in this connection and separation. Thank you, Ladybug, for following. And let's see what the cards are saying for us today. So, Spirit, give us what's going on in love and separation, this connection, this collective that we're channeling right now. And remember, this is a divine feminine, divine masculine collective. And it's an energy, so your divine feminine can be a man, your divine masculine can be a woman. It's not a gender-based, it's always energy-based. So whatever story resonates with you is the story that is for you, and that's the energy that you have. Anybody who's watching this most likely is going to resonate with this, is going to be a divine feminine. So the first one is recognition. The divine will help you recognize signs and miracles, right? So we've been getting that a lot. The divine has been sending us signs, has been sending us all sorts of synchronicities to get us to understand what the journey is. Okay, we have attraction. Your divine soul counterpart attraction transcends superficiality. So as you can see here, that love is coming in, that attraction is starting to go in here. We've gotten this again. Third day in a row, connection, right? A connection. It's a magnetic connection. And clarity, right? Take time to think about your situation to gain clarity, right? And why are we looking for clarity? The reason we're asking or getting clarity is because we're going to start to use our own intuition and our discernment to try to figure out whether our connection is truly the right connection, or are we in a toxic connection? Because many times there are connections that you think are a twin flame, and they actually turn out to be a false one or a catalyst. And the purpose of that is to wake you up, to get you on your spiritual journey, and prepare you for your true love, whether that's a soulmate or a twin. So let's see what other love messages we have here. What are those energies, Spirit? Show us what else you want to give us for this connection that we are channeling right now, this collective. Okay, we've got a few messages come flying out. So let's take them one at a time, and let's see what we're going on. If anybody does want to read at the end of this, please let me know in the comments. Just ask that you follow, like, share, and subscribe. Donations are appreciated but not required. I just require you to follow. Okay, so first message is mistakes. I wish I could right the wrongs, right? And your divine masculine is starting to realize it, starting to get that clarity that there was a lot of mistakes in there. Reciprocity. I want to have an equal give and take, right? And this is a healing card. This is one where your person, right, he or she is finally figuring out that, you can't be lopsided, because, what happens when things, are lopsided? When they're balanced, they sit up like this, but when they're lopsided, they fall over, and it's because there's no strong foundation. And you want to have that strong foundation in order for you to actually have a relationship that's going to last. Reveal. I want to tell you the truth, right? And again, this comes back to that connection, that coming in, because they're starting to ready to be, honest with themselves and actually have a conversation. Unexpected outcomes. Things didn't go the way that they planned, right? They planned to be able to string you along, move you around, keep you in confusion, but you walked away, right? And if you've walked away, now they're like, well, how come they always were, codependent on me? They would always come back, and now you didn't, and so they don't know what to do, and that triggers growth. Okay, Spirit, anything else from this deck do you want to give us? Let's try a couple shuffles, 2 more cards. Okay, so neglected. I failed to give you what you need, right? And again, more realization that things weren't right. Destiny, I'm struggling to find the right path. Because they're going inward, they've probably been through some sort of a tower moment, and they've gone within, and that's what triggers the healing. So let's see what other messages we have. Spirit, a lot of them, and one just came out on the ground. Okay, they were wearing a mask. They weren't showing their true self. But now they're ready for compromise. They're making changes, right? That reciprocity. Him, divine masculine, right? So this is the divine masculine we're channeling right now. Grass is greener, other possibilities. And that's what they thought. They thought that, hey, I can just go somewhere else and I can get that same type of connection. And guess what? They didn't. And we have divine feminine. So if you haven't figured it out right now, this is a twin flame connection we're channeling right now. And the one we always hate to see, which is divine timing. And what does that mean? It means this is being divinely orchestrated, this connection, because it's a twin flame, the him and the her, right? This is a divinely timed connection. Things are not going to happen when you want it to. They're going to happen when they need to. And we also have dating, meeting somebody new. So there's possibility that there's some new love ready to come in. We're going to get a couple more cards. Any more cards from this deck, Spirit? And Kay, we'll get to that at the end of the read, probably about 10 minutes. So just if you would, make sure you follow, like, share, and subscribe so that I can pull you your cards. And we had some third-party interference, right? And that's, not always a love third party. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be kids, it could be work. But they had a distraction, and so they weren't fully putting this all together. So let's take a look at some other messages here. Okay, what else, Spirit, do you want to tell us about this connection we're channeling right now? Okay, so we've got a few. Okay, and what Spirit's telling you is put yourself first. If you want to get this changes and this balance, this discernment, right? Give thanks for it all, the clarity, you've got to put yourself first, right? And what does that mean? It means healthy boundaries. It doesn't mean being mean. It doesn't mean being toxic. It doesn't mean slamming the door on everybody. No, it means telling people what you will and will not put up with, but gently and not aggressively. All right? And so that's put yourself first. Third party situation. So we have another confirmation that there was a third party, whatever that was. Other people may be interfering with this relationship and dimming its full potential. And that's why things went awry, because there was other options, there were other responsibilities, other things that were pulling your person, him or her, away from the relationship because they had to deal with something else. Be honest. Heart-to-heart conversations are necessary. It's safe for you to talk about your feelings, right? And that's put yourself first as well. It means that you need to be clear with what you're looking for and not put that mask on. And be present. You will attract love by enjoying life as it is. Wherever you are, be all there, right? And why do they say be present? What does be present mean? I mean, it's always it's one of these words that everybody uses, but not many people will really explain it to you. What being present means is that the past is the past, and the future, past is past, and it's happened already. The future hasn't happened yet. All we have is right now. And so in this now moment, as you're watching this video, as you're sipping your cup of coffee, just be glad about the things that you do have, even if the rest of your life sucks. Just be glad that, hey, I've got a cup of coffee, I'm sipping on it, and it tastes great, and focus on that. Don't focus on what happened, because you're not changing it at this point, and don't focus on what's going to happen, because all that does is create fear. And hey, Luna, and let's go ahead and see what other messages that we have. So far, very positive reading. Let's get some direct, actually I'm going to do some love energies first, and then we're going to do direct messages. So, Spirit, show me what are the romance energies within this divine connection of twin flames, sitting in divine timing. What do you want to tell us romance-wise? What's going on? Okay. Any other cards you want to give us? And one more card. Okay. So we have a few here. And we have one that's been coming up quite a bit. And that is Rekindle, right? So we're moving towards that union timeline, right? But there's a lot of things you're going to need to do to get to that union timeline. And this union timeline is going to bring in fearless love, right? And what does that mean? We'll get to that in a second. It's going to bring in love language of physical touch and love language of acts of service, right? And when we have all these together, that's telling you that this is going to bring in a healthy love, one that's physical, one that's, hey, I'm going to do things for you and you're going to do things for them, but it's got to be balanced. Remember, we talked about balance, and we're manifesting that one, right? Hugely positive card. So now let's get into the direct messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. And remember, divine masculine can be a person, doesn't have to be a female. It can be whatever gender, physical gender there is. It's just energy. Same thing with the divine feminine, right? They're both energy, divine masculine and feminine, not genders. And if you are watching this, your energy is most likely divine feminine, whether you're a man or a woman. Okay, so what are the direct messages from the divine masculine collective to the divine feminine? Okay, we have catalyst. I was just a catalyst sent to force necessary changes in life. I might be a false twin flame. So this is why discernment and clarity is coming in for those that are, and this is not for everybody. Some of you have a false twin flame, and we talked about that a little bit earlier in the read. They're there for change, and that's potentially why we saw that new love coming in, because potentially your true flame may be coming in. But you have to use your own discernment. No card reader can tell you whether or not you are in a twin flame relationship. The only one that knows that is you. You are the only one that can read into that. Almost. The saddest thing I never told you is about how I feel maybe someday, right? And that's why the communication's starting to want to come in. And Luna, yeah, you can move into the energies. But if you feel that you're in the masculine, as a masculine female, you probably have DM energies, divine masculine energies. However, they balance out during the journey. So you may be just starting to work on your feminine side, which is common, because that's, as you start to build into union, you get into the other side of the energy to start balancing yourself out. So let's see what other messages we have within this collection. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay, so we've got a few more messages here from the Divine Masculine Collective. and we have recycle. The universe has given us how many chances, right? They're in their head a little bit saying, we've had so many chances and it never worked out. Why is this one going to work out? Fitness, right? You wouldn't fit into my life, because they're in their head again. Ghost. I ghosted you to bide my time to heal. And I don't believe in twin flames or soulmates. And they're getting all these signs from the universe, but they're still not believing because they're in their heads. Let's get a few more messages from this collective. All right, Spirit, any more messages from the Divine Masculine? Okay, we got a stack. Let's see what we've got here. So, a lot of mess of cards here. We got a lot of cards that wanted to come out today. I want to make things right between us. I'm not sure how to do it. I'm working on it, right? And this is where that rekindle, that reconnection, that conversation is coming in, because they're ready for it. They're starting to get there. I'm not sure how best to approach you. I'm thinking about it. Again, they're coming in. That energy is coming in. You may try to think I'm trying to manipulate you, but I'm not. I feel safer in familiar patterns, which is their toxicity. It's easier to be shallow than to be deep. But they're on fire for you. Remember we said that connection, all those physical, the service. I want to return. I will very soon. Right? How many more of these I'm coming back cards do we need to get before we get the message? Yes, they're coming back. And I'm sorry I was mean to you. It's a defense mechanism. And that recognition of that is a recognition of healing. So now let's look at where are we within that twin flame connection. Right? So what part of this journey are we in? And Spirit, what part of the journey is this twin flame connection in right now? This connection and separation. And Spirit's saying soul merger, right? And when you see this soul merger, right, it's ebb and flow. This is when things start to balance out. And this is, you need to merge before they return and reunite and get back into those union energies. So let's get to the real meat and potatoes of what anybody really cares about. And that's the outcome, right? Everybody focuses on the outcome. We never want to focus on what's actually, happening in the now. And, the divine really hates it when we focus on that outcome, because, expectations lead to disappointments, and we don't really want to be disappointed. So what we have to do is focus on ourselves, focus on the present, so that we're not looking at the outcome, but, our conscious mind wants to know, it wants to be safe, it wants to feel safe. And you are safe in this journey because it's divinely protected, but we don't feel that way all the time because of fear. And so let's get into timing, Spirit. When is that return coming, whether that be the new true twin flame or the one that we believe is our twin flame? So Spirit gave us 3 cards. And so we have between next month, 6 months from now, and way off in the future. And it really depends on where you are in the journey. Spirit doesn't want to give us a, and thank you, Luna. I appreciate that this is coming through. The way off in the future. So Spirit's basically telling us, look, it could happen at any time. And that's why it gave us 3 cards. That it could be next month, it could be 6 months from now, it could be way off in the future. Release those expectations. That's why it's being divinely timed. And with that, that is my read for today. If anybody would like a few cards on their own particular situation, please let me know. For those watching on the replay, please like, share, subscribe. Try to visit my lives on TikTok, usually between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. in the morning Eastern Time. And donations are greatly appreciated, but not required to get a card. All I ask is that you follow, like, and share. And so with that, if there's anybody that would like a card, please let me know in the comments. Kay, if you're there, please let me know. For the people watching the replay, this is the end of the read. Again, please subscribe. Take a look at my YouTube channel as well for spiritual healing. If you feel you're a twin flame, you're into light language or spiritual healing, I have a whole channel with all light language that has healing and other pieces in it, and most of it's free of charge. I do some pay services as well, like personal readings and memberships. So if you look at the description, all the information is there. Just send me an email at my Gmail account. With that, thank you for watching for those people on the replay.